How you guys doing today? It's Rival TCG back with another video. Today, I'm just going to be pretty much just doing my updated version of Purple Luffy. Deck's just insane. By far has been my favorite deck to play. I thought it was going to be Shanks originally, but I feel like this deck's just super consistent on what it does. And I think it's just pretty fun to play. It is basically off one play. Um, that pretty much makes or breaks the deck. So if that's not fun to you, then I totally understand. But I just think that the deck's just absolutely insane. Um, Couple things before I start the video. Now I haven't been posting as consistently. Um, Thing is, when I play, sometimes I just get distracted with a whole tripod right in front of my face. Like when I'm recording, for those that actually see me in real life, from when I'm recording, it's literally a tripod right in front of my face. And I have to literally turn my head to the left or to the right of the tripod, look at my hand so that I can actually see. I'm still going to be posting videos on like a POV version of it. But, it's just sometimes I just want to play without having to worry about a camera. So I start recording other people's games. So a lot of times you might see other games that are not mine. I do have a plan on how I'm going to start recording. Um, so hopefully you guys like that type of format. I'll probably also be talking over some of the other videos because sometimes, man, people are just really loud and they just start talking about random conversations, and I don't think I want that. So I do know that people aren't going to just want music over and then no commentary or anything like that. Um, so I'm gonna definitely just start talking over a few more of the videos there. Just gotta make time to do the voiceovers and stuff like that. So that requires time, and I'm always working. So you know how it goes. A couple other things too. I do plan on making a website. I had a website not too long ago, sometime last year, and I kind of just stopped paying for it. I just I don't think this is worth it at the moment. I do plan on selling One Piece content or One Piece boxes, I should say. Um, I'm going to be selling singles lower than TCG, and I'm going to try my hardest to get boxes. In the past I've gotten lucky to get a few cases, maybe 5 or 6 cases. Um, but if I can get them more and sell them to you guys for under market, maybe that might help you guys out. Keep in mind, I'm not a brick and mortar. I can't get this for retail. So obviously the store owners got to make money. They got to pay rent. They got to pay their employees, electric, this and that and the fourth. So obviously the price that I buy it for is going to be a little higher. Um, but I should be able to get it either a little under market or maybe right at the market. Regardless, if that's something that you guys are be interested in, let me know. I'll definitely be. I'm in the works of making my website now, um, but yeah, I'm just gonna start trying to sell a few things there on the website. And like I said, I can give you guys better deals, and that'll help me a lot with the channel moving forward. But without further ado, we'll get into the deck profile there. I don't want to make it too long there. So, of course, we're going to start off with the law. For those that don't know, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Straw Hat or Heart Pirates type character with a cost of 2 or more and add it to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. I think you have to obviously play 4 of this. Cards just really good. You can search your big bodies. Um, you can search like any cards that you're missing for your Luffy Taro combo. So I think that card's just really, really good. Next, you got Usohachi. This is from the starter decks here. If you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. This card can win you a game, literally. Especially if your board's full. You play this card, 8 Dawn, and just start diversing your Dawn to all your other units on the field or all your other characters. This card will literally win you the game if they have a blocker or something. Or if they have cards that you just don't want to, like if you don't want to swing into their life, you can rest their cards just by having this card. So Um, Next, playing 4 Zoro Juro. I think the card's absolutely great. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 purple straw hat type character added to your hand, or type card, I should say, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Card's insane. You can search your Luffy Taro if you're going first, and you grab a Don, um, grab a life, and ramp a Don with the leader ability. Um, there you go. You just played a Zoro Juro. You have a 4 cost 6K body on the board, and more than likely search something else. So you pretty much replace the card from your hand. Next, I have 2 Nami. I'm not, or Onami. I'm not a huge fan of the card. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. If you have 8 or more Don cards, trash 1 card from your hand, draw 2 cards. So you just filter out your hand. It's not the worst card. It's just in terms of blocking, this card seems to be very easy to deal with. Um, for 1 to 4 costs, so it can get bounced by Dofi. If you play against Lucci, they could pretty much kill this very easily with 0 effort. And this can be popped by um, Ben Beckman. So there's just a lot of ways to kill this card, but it's there, and if it actually does its job and able to block, then I think it's overdone its job. So some people play this, some people don't. I'm on 4, Mr. 2. Probably it's a little expensive right now, so that's probably even the regular art is like $40 or so. This card is just on play, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck as active, and then when attacking, select one of your opponent's characters. This character's base power becomes the same as that selected character power during this turn. This card's just so good in certain matchups like Blackbeard and Anel. Now card's just really, really strong. I just don't see a replacement for it personally, but there are people that just don't play it at all or play 1 or 2 of it. I just think the card's just really good. I'm on 2 Hidokori Kamozo. Card's pretty good into the Dofi matchup. That's pretty much it. Outside of that, it's just the 2K. I don't play any more of it because it's not something that's searchable off the Law or off the Zoro, so I don't want to play too many of this, but once per turn during your turn, when a Don card is returned to your Don deck, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. This card's not really much come up for me, probably because I'm only playing it at 2, but it's like playing this on curve doesn't feel great. So I'm kind of just still testing this card out. I'm only on 2, like I said. It's a 2K counter, worst case scenario, so I dropped. I was playing 4 for Nosuke instead of 2 and 2 of these 2 cards. I only liked the Furnosuke because it's searchable. There was a game where I won because I played this with Luffy Taro and was able to rush him. So that's another option that you could do. It's probably never really going to come up. I just got really lucky and no counter, but it does come up. If you have 8 or more Don cards on your field, this character gains rush by placing 1 Don on him. So he just swings for 5 if you do decide to do that, or however much Don you put on them. But it's a 2K and it's searchable. That's like the main part of it. Right now, I am playing 3 Eustace Captain Kidd. I think the card's absolutely necessary. I think even if you play 4, you're not wrong. Once per turn during your turn, when a Don card from your field is returned to your Don deck, add up to 1 Don card from your Don and set it as active. So basically, you use Luffy Taro or any card that's minusing Don, you're just not going to lose the Don for the turn. So it doesn't put you back. Card's good. It's a blocker on top of that. Really the best matchup for this card is really against Dofi. It's harder for them to pop it. And if you're playing on curve or if you go first, you can play this and just stop an attack from them. That's really like the biggest use case for it. And it's harder for them to kill because they got to either Jozu you, or if they don't have the Jozu, there's really not much. I mean, they could Gravity Blade it, but that's literally the entirety of the turn. So next I have 4 Sanji blocker. I'm only playing this because, well, really it's a blocker and it's a 2K counter. That's really only usefulness, and it's searchable by Law and Zoro. But if the number of Don cards on your field is at least 2 or less than your opponent, give this card -3 cost from your hand, and it's a blocker. So basically, you can play it for 3, and yeah, it's a 2K counter, searchable. I just don't see why anybody wouldn't play it at the moment. So, of course, we have the deck, the boss monster, the whole engine of this deck, the Luffy Taro. It's down on play down -1. Play up to 1 purple straw hat type character from with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Card's absolutely insane. That's where you start being able to play this if you really wanted to. Um, Cards literally the whole deck. You can play that. You can play the Nami. You can pretty much almost play everything minus of course, the Bon Clay. But that's the whole deck right here. This card needs an alt, like ASAP. Um, Card that you're pretty much gonna always play that Luffy with is the Sangoro. So Sangoro is if you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, draw 1 card. Card's insane when attacking, of course. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So sometimes if you have 2 of these, you're drawing 2 cards per turn. Most of the time, your opponent's gonna really try to get rid of this, like as soon as possible. So it's nice that you have a big hand with this deck because you can just literally just guard. So I'll guard your field and you just replace the card next turn. Next, I'm on 3 Sanjis. Card's absolutely insane. It's very necessary to run, especially into the Dofi matchup. So on play, you may return 1 Don card from your field to your Don deck. This character gains rush during this turn, then rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. Card's great. It's good into BY. It's good into Dofi. You just play this. Sometimes you don't even do the Luffy Taro play. You just play this. This card will win you the game a lot of times just by being able to just rest their characters. They're going to want to try to kill your body. You rest one of their bodies and just start swinging into it and start eating your opponent's hand. So this is a hot take. For me, I play Charlotte Lynn on that 4. The card's absolutely insane. I can understand the argument to not play 4. So again, you're more than welcome, obviously, to play whatever ratios you want. But in my opinion, this card's just so good. I can't. I want to see it. It's not searchable. I need to see this card in a lot of matchups because you're taking your life consistently throughout the whole game. Well, not the whole entirety of the game, but in the beginning of the game. And people are just going to start rushing you down because you're taking your life. So on play, Dawn -1, you may trash 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. Then add up to 1 of your opponent's characters cost with a 6 or less to the top or bottom of their life face up. You don't even have to give them the life. You're literally just gaining a life. Pitch a brick out of your hand, a Zoro draw that you don't need, or whatever other brick that you decide, another Luffy Taro, whatever the case may be, and get yourself a life. And it's a 9,000 body on the field. So if you're swinging out for 9s, they gotta guard you for 3 cards, a maximum of 3 cards. The card's just insane. Last but not least, for character cards, 2 Monkey D. Luffy. The card's insane. I wish I could play more of it, but I think this is the perfect amount. I don't think you really need to play much more than 2. I think mostly people are playing 2. But on play, you may return 1 or more Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. Draw 1 card, and this character gains rush. Absolutely insane. You draw a card. There's also a combo to where if you have the kid out, you can basically play this for 8 Dawn, because you could -1 Dawn, get the Dawn that you can -2 Dawn from this card because you can minus however many Dawn you want, and the kid will get you back to 1 Dawn, and then you can use leader ability to get the other Dawn. So you play this basically for 8. Really strong combo. It doesn't really come up as often as you think, but it might work because you get that 2 Dawn. You put 2 Dawn on your leader, and you're swinging for 7. So Card's really strong. I think 2 is perfectly fine. And then last but not least, of course, probably the best counter in the game, the best card in the game, whatever you want to call it. Um, 4 Gum Gum Giants, -2 Don. You may trash 1 card from your hand. If your leader has Straw Hat type, up to one of your characters or leader card gains plus 4,000 power during the turn, then you draw in 2 cards. The card's absolutely insane. A lot of matches, if you G just 2 of these, you win the game. I mean, the card's just insane. I don't know what else to say. Card's really, really strong. You need to play 4 of it. This is my list of it. What I'm going to do is just hop over to the sim, just show an example game for those that haven't actually seen this gameplay. And I'll see you over there. Those of you that didn't like the actual deck profile, like the real life version of the deck profile, this is how it is. Just a quick rundown for Bond Clay, 2 for Nosuke's, 3 kids, 2 of the Hitakori Kamazo, 4 Sanji. There you go. That's how the whole list looks there if you want to stop the screen and screenshot it. Alright, we're going to play against the Smoker here. So he chose to go second. We can go first and Rampadon, but I'm still going to mulligan this hand because this is a garbage hand. This is a little bit better. At least we have some of the pieces that we need. Okay, never mind. It's a great hand. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to swing first because they might have a trigger that can kill our cards. And then we're going to deploy this. And I'm going to grab the Sanji. I think that's a great card to have in this matchup. Starting off pretty good. I mean, the deck feels like it's unstoppable when you open like this. He's going to, of course, come after my life. We're going to take it. That's why we play the big moms. We're still going to go Luffy plays. And we're going to attack first before we play any bodies. It's just the best option. This should get a card. This should get a life. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do our normal broken plays. I would like to play a big mom next turn, but now's when we got to start kind of being a little more careful. Theoretically, though, they should go after the board, so I'll probably rest whatever he plays with the Sanji, but I have no idea what he's going to play, so I play these games live, and not literally live or like I'm streaming type of live, but like I'm playing it in real time, so I have no idea what they're going to do. I'm not pre-recording this and then commentating over it, so I feel like he's probably cooked, though, to be honest with you. But he's probably going to try to get rid of my Sangoro so that I don't draw next turn. But let's see. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so it's a 1 cost. There's the Brook. Okay. See, he spent the whole turn doing that, though. And didn't really get anywhere. That's what's so strong about that combo. They want to just get rid of it. I think I still want to do the same play, is to rest that Brook. So I'm going to use card action, minus a Dawn, return 0, rest that. And then I'm just going to attempt to attack it. He might try to guard it, and that's fine. If I get a card out of his hand, I'm perfectly fine. And then we just go 6, 7, 8. Easy. Give me 2 cards here. Ah, he's just taking everything. All right. That's fine with me, too. Ah, he gave up. He gave up. He had to have given up. But we'll see. Maybe that was part of his strategy. It sucks because I'll still be at 8 Dawn. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll be at 9 Dawn next turn so I can Big Mom and get a life. It's either that or he's going to sit here for 15 minutes and do nothing. But I don't know. I doubt it. We'll see. If he's here for like 4 minutes. Okay, he's doing something. All right. Give it to one of your opponents -4, so he's gonna try to kill the Luffy Taro. Maybe he's gonna try to kill 2 cards here. We'll see. Okay, he scooped. Yeah, there was nothing he could have done. I mean, even though they kill a body every single turn, like against Shanks, this deck's just insane. Now that I think about it, though, he didn't really have much counter. If I swung for 5 there, he wasn't going to give me 2 cards. I swung for 6, he would have had to give me these 2 cards or whatever. Swing for 7, yeah, he just had no counter. A lot of bricks. Still, very strong deck. That's the point of it. It's just really fast, you know? So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be posting more often. Like I said, I just need to find a different way to doing it. Like I said, I still will be doing the POV version of it, as I really like seeing that, because I can see the misplays that I made with the cards that were in my hand. If I record videos and you guys don't know what's in my hand, you can't tell me like what plays would be good. I never claimed to be the best player. I just really love the game, and I make content on it for me and my friends to watch, and to grow the game for other people to continue playing and just make the game bigger and bigger. And that's pretty much my goal for this. Like I said, soon I will have the website. Let me know down in the comment section below if you think that would be something that you'd be interested in buying. Outside of that, if you are looking for any cards before I have the website, join the Discord, message me. I'll probably have a little section in the area, or section in the Discord, show you all the cards that I do have for sale. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good weekend.